I will not borrow money for a man because of what? I beg you. Hello guys and welcome to Adedayo's Multiverse, where the tea is hot and the laughs alter, guys. So today I'm going to be talking about a movie I saw on Netflix. It's about a catfish story. That story, I'm like, ooh. And then I'm going to be playing 2 or 3 songs from my playlist. So let's get into the story, guys. I watched a movie on Netflix yesterday, and it was about this catfish, my sweet Bobby. And I'm like, guys, why is she talking to somebody for 9 years and she's not seeing the person face to face? Hi, she does not know this person. You're just talking on the phone. This person is planning a lot of things on the phone with you, and you are there loving up. I'm not faulting her for being a victim, but I just feel like she could have done better. She could have done better because in the movie that I saw, the guy started telling her that she was not giving him attention. She lost her job in the process. She lost herself in the process. I think she was 32 when this thing started. She's Indian. Likewise with Africans, or let me say Nigerian. When you are 30, there's this pressure for you to get married. Like, oh, when are you going to get married? When are you going to have kids? When are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? I think that's one of the reasons why she fell victim of that, because also she didn't do her due diligence. She just assumed because she saw the picture, and also her mother didn't tell her father, which is something the person that did the catfishing did very well. So this lady, she's a presenter on the radio station, and then she does all these like shows and all. So she met this guy online, and then they were friends. So communicating with your friend, like Facebook friend, like, oh, how are you, how are you doing? There was no love interest. It was just friendship. And then she went to a club one day and she saw this particular guy, and then that's where she should have, like, bell should have rang in her head. She met the guy and the guy didn't know her, but she thought, oh, maybe he was drunk. That was why he didn't remember her or something like that. So she let him be. So I think they are from Kenya, Punjabi tribe in Kenya. She didn't meet him physically, like they were talking on phone. The guy told him that he was getting married. He got married, got divorced, he got married again. And she did some Google search. The name of the guy is there. The guy's family are there, every one of them. And then a cousin that she was speaking to was dating the younger brother. I think they were exes. The guy sent her a message that he was short or something like that. And then is it in Kenya that he was short, and then he was being moved to the US. I'm like, from Kenya to US, correlation. But that didn't ring a bell in the girl's head at all. But the thing is, when they started talking, she said something that I feel that was what the person capitalized on. She said something because she went for a wedding at the beginning of that relationship, and she was still, I think, 32 then. And then she said something like, oh, everybody was still asking her, when is she getting married? Oh, she's this particular age, she's not married, she does not know when she's getting married. Her partner then was not talking about marriage. So she, like, our friends, my friend. But the thing is, I don't talk to you about things that bother me if you're not a friend that I can see face to face, that I can sit down with. Why will I be chatting on to somebody that I don't know who they are, that I've never seen you before? But each their own. She was still in a relationship then, though. So this guy went to the US, he divorced. According to him, he divorced his wife. He was in the hospital. They sent her a picture of somebody intubated with wires everywhere, like on a lot of things going on. And she, thank God they did not ask her for money, because I feel like she would have given them money. Because when I started watching the movie, I was like, are they going to ask her for money and she's going to give it? There was this one that this catfishing thing that the guy was collecting money from them. Is it Tinder dating, something like that? And he was collecting money from them. This person has money that they will collect money from now. Me, I cannot go and but me self, I not borrow money from myself. I will not be borrowing money for a man. I beg. It will not happen. I will not borrow money for a man because of what? I beg you. So she told her that the guy was in the hospital. They were trying to get him better one day, and he said he was under the CIA's protection, but he can message you. How? The guy is now like, oh, because he cannot do without her. That he loved her. This according to her, the day he said he loved her, she didn't respond. Because the guy introduced her to some of his friends and family that they were chatting online. So she went and messaged those people and said, oh, can you believe what he said to me? He said he loved me. And those people now said, oh, he's been talking about you. Yes, he really loves you, just to make that very, very good plan. So he said he loves you. Yeah, he's been saying that. And she believed it. So there was a time that the guy said, oh, I'm losing my left side, like he was having stroke. Messaged her, and they said, oh, something was wrong and she was crying. The friends now said she should send like a voice. No, she now said, I love you so much. I look, I say, and like that's love they do you people. Sure. Wow. You people love a lot too. I beg. The guy asked her, will you marry me on Facebook message? She didn't see him face to face. She has never done a video call with him, like face to face. She's always doing audio call. And the guy asked, he didn't even ask her, when you type it, will you marry me? And she started planning marriage for somebody she has never seen before in her life. And then the guy will be like, oh, I can't type, but in like is what did they say? Like, oh, maybe he's having some issue, so she should speak, she should talk to him. She was on the phone. She'll be calling this guy in the morning every day. She will sleep on the phone with this guy for like some weeks, 6 weeks or years. And then, because she was planning to marry the guy, her mom was speaking to the guy, and the guy said she should not tell the father that he wants to come take the permission from the father himself to tell you that it's somebody that knows them. So they said, okay. They didn't let the father know. The lady was happy. She has also a little cousin that was staying with them, that because from the guy's profile is a medical doctor. So the little cousin was always asking the guy a lot of questions. He was giving advice. So then the guy was meant to come see her from the US to UK, and then he kept giving excuses, one excuse to the other. I'm just like, if somebody start giving excuses, you should know that this thing no go work at all. But no, my sister still continued the relationship. Oh, it was gonna come, something happened again. Then it got to a point, he started getting angry on the phone with her. So she's a radio presenter, people call in, and then it will be like, oh, she's flirting with people, she's flirting with guys on her station. She was not going out with friends because the guy was always complaining. I'm like, wow, you never married this person. What if you now marry this person? So she became a shadow of herself. Her parents were worried. Her aunt was worried. Her little cousin was worried. She lost her grandmother. She was angry and then said the guy must come. And then the guy said, yes, I'm coming to the UK. The guy gave her a flight number, and then she followed through. The guy landed, and then the guy started being still going back and forth and saying, oh, you made me sick now. I'm like, hey, Shuba. And yes. So she found a private investigator because she started thinking like, oh, maybe this guy is lying to me. She found a private investigator who found the address of that person with that name. When she got there, she met this guy that she thinks she's talking to with the wife. When I saw that, I was like, happy. This guy really the same person? Because they interviewed the guy until the guy said he's never seen her in his life. He's never spoken to anybody like that in his life. And so I also thought maybe the guy was lying, because then the guy said he's not seen her before. The guy said maybe it was his brother that she was talking to. No, she showed the guy the wife's picture, the supposed ex-wife's picture. They were together. She started crying that he cheated her, he's done this for her. I'm like, maybe it's all in her head. I'm really sure it did happen. And then She was crying. She called that other cousin that was dating the younger brother, and then she was crying. And then she got home, and then that cousin came and said, I have been the one all this time. I was like, I've been the one. She said, I have been the one speaking to you all this time. She was still confused, like, what is she talking about? Then she said, I have been the one talking to you as Bobby all this while. And then she's like, so what about all those people I've been talking to? She says she's been the one. And then everything started clicking in the lady's head that, oh, there was a time she went to coffee with that cousin, and then she received message from Bobby, but then her cousin was scroll on her watch, scrolling, typing something. So possibly she was the one messaging her from there. And I'm like, what exactly did she do for her cousin to waste 9 years of her life? 9 years. Even if she did something wrong, she just wasted her cousin's 9 years. By the time they were telling the story, she was 44. She was like, she still wants to be a mother, but the possibility of being a mother, she does not know it. And I'm like, people are wicked. Cousin, like a family. Not even friends now, a family member. So the Bobby guy and his wife, they called the police. They explained to the police, and then the police called this lady and told her to report it to our local police. And then she went to her own local police, and the local police are telling her she's not a victim. What do you mean she's not a victim? Did she give her cousin the power to make her waste her 9 years? No. I understand that she didn't do her due diligence. I don't know. I don't want to say anything about the police. But then she took matter up herself. She started screenshotting, saving all the messages. And then she started noticing that some of those accounts started disappearing. But she was able to save a lot. Then she got a compensation. But I'm like, 9 years. How much we compensate for 9 years of her life? And she got a private apology from her cousin. Because when you think about it, for 9 years, even for a year, you didn't see the person you're talking to online. You didn't see the person you're talking to online, you continue talking to them. You guys didn't meet for like me, I don't have long distance relationship. I beg, I don't do long distance relationship. I know they do. Even if they do phone call, I'm not interested. I need somebody that I'll be seeing face to face. My friends, see, if there are a lot of people you can chat with online. You don't have to make it more than Facebook friend. I don't even want to know about your life history. Don't tell me. It's none of my business. How are you? How are you? That's the end. If you're not somebody that I'm very close to, like my friends that we are seeing face to face, yeah, we can talk about anything. But I will not find you as friend on Facebook now. You're not expecting me to tell you my story. But I felt so bad for her because she's 44 now and she doesn't know where to start. That's so sad. And also this pressure of you need to get married. As please, oh, I'm a young girl. Nobody should come to me now because you people now, some of you will be saying no, but you're not young again. I'm still very young. Younger. I want money, my people. Money. Oh, ego. Kudi. I want to travel the whole world. But I feel so bad for her. I feel so bad for her because she did not deserve that at all. So sad that she had to go through that. I wish her cousin got more punishment than that because I think the police said they could not prosecute her, but she could get some compensation, and they don't prosecute those kind of things now. So she's fighting now that those kind of things should be prosecuted in the court of law, and I hope it gets to it because these stories, there are some people that will never come out to tell their story because they're ashamed, which is not nice. So guys, let's get into the music. So the fourth song I'll be playing is Nana by Peruzzi. So let's go. Nana, na 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 na, Nana, na na na. You and I, but not climb my number one boy. My rhythm and blues. Warrior. I can't deny my that's right. Understand, baby, no one but you. No one, baby. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. When I'm there with you. Na na na. Na 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 na. Nothing feels better when I'm there with you. Pick. Tell me what this time and place. No holiday for your case. Girl, I wonder on top your case. Like a shamoya.
My head is hot, I dey para now. Now you are wonder knock when I hammer now.
You and I, body and Clyde, my number one,
baby, my rhythm,
my blues. I can't deny, my that's right. Understand, baby, no one but you. No one but you. Na 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 na. Yeah. Na 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 na. And that is Peruzzi Nana. And then the next one is Yawa by Ice Prince and Peruzzi. Ice Prince Amani.
Ice Prince alive.
Peruzzi. If you
All day, be you with the bank for my sister.
Kojo, call your sister.
I get that. I'll give you my life. Oh, girl, for you, make you my wife. I no need to lie. If yawa no go dey. And if I get chance for you, I'll come through for you. You go know my plan for you. If yawa no go dey. I'll give you my life, and I go dash you my rights. Me and fake love, no they mix for me. Just like a Coke and Sprite. You know, say bad man a G for life. Tap on my G's on ice. Me, I'm too bad, you already know. Man, I steady feel alright. Girl, I know you remember the last time where we did. From Lagos in December. When we go all the way. Girl, you know I'm on to you.
Yeah.
And I know you want to me.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit of your life. And I'ma give you a little bit of mine. I'll give you my life. Go down for you,
Make you my wife. No need to lie. If Yawa no go day. That is Yawa by Ice Prince feat Peruzzi. And then the next one is Traboski by BNXN. Ooh, Traboski.
Generation cruise, who are you? What I'm so. Come on, anything I say, cause I don't cruise. I don't ask you to, cause me I don't dare, me I feel good. Give me one shot or two, I got the fuck of you.
Traboski already pardon me, shadow me. But the Traboski already pardon me, shadow me. But the Traboski already pardon me, shadow me. When I said it, pardon me, Traboski. And that will be the end of this episode, guys. So I want you to put your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about this section. And then I'll be seeing you next week, same time, and the same channel, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.